Ohio, NFAC leader John Johnson, known as Grandmaster Jay, is now in the Oldham County Jail on federal charges. Court documents provide these two photos from September, the day before the Derby at Jefferson Square Park. Police say it shows Johnson holding an assault rifle pointed towards law enforcement officers on the roof above him.
Oh, NFAC, the Non-Effing Around Coalition. It's a leftist militia, all black. It's often referred to as negligently firing at comrades because of this incident. Oh, I was just cleaning my gun and bang, it went off and shot 3 of my friends. My bad. You know, of course there's bound to be accidents with leaders like John Fitzgerald Johnson, who are giving out gun safety lessons like this.
This is my first weapon that I ever bought. Bought this weapon back in 1990 in Germany. This is an XR-15 Shorty. We call it a bullpup because this bitch got kicked to it. This bitch will knock you the fuck down.
In all honesty, a 223 does pack a lot of kick if you're like a 6-year-old girl. Oh, I'm kidding. I've seen 6-year-old girls shoot these before.
The interesting thing about this weapon is if I pull back the bolt, see that? See the bolt? There's no bullet in there. Pay very close attention. If I'm not paying attention and I take this weapon and I bang it, look what just happened. The bolt goes forward. The weapon has fired.
Now, I know that a lot of my viewers know about firearms, but a lot of my viewers also don't, so bear with me while I explain this. When the bolt goes forward on an AR, it doesn't fire at all. It just chambers around. So, the basic point being that this guy has no business teaching anyone about firearms at all, or gun safety, or anything like that. And he illustrated that when he pointed his firearm at federal agents. See, you're not supposed to point your firearm at anyone that you don't intend to shoot. Now, the big excuse going to go around is that he didn't know that they were federal agents, and he probably didn't know that they were federal agents. But it doesn't matter. If it was just a few guys standing on a rooftop, you don't point your weapon at people unless you intend to shoot them. And that's one of the very first rules, one of the very fundamentals of gun safety. And this guy, of course, didn't know that. I mean, he thinks a fucking AR shoots when the bolt closes, so I'm not surprised. So basically what this guy did was he pointed his gun at federal agents. He had a flashlight on the end of it. Maybe he was shining his flashlight up there to look at him. But you know, that's why you should have a flashlight separate for your hand, so that you can shine a flashlight without pointing your gun at people.
Pointed towards law enforcement officers on the roof above him.
With rights comes responsibilities, and it's pretty obvious that that was an irresponsible action on his part.
Dave Muchler, the press secretary with the FOP, says federal investigations are more deliberate, so he's not surprised by the 3-month timeline.
That the FOP is satisfied that the federal government is bringing those charges.
Now the guy's facing 20 years, and as much as I've laughed at this guy and I don't like lefties, I still think that is a bit excessive, but in all honesty, this person, he's just too stupid to own firearms. He's too stupid to be in charge of a militia, and anyone who followed this guy or thought that he knew what he was talking about with guns is too stupid as well. My only hope is that all the people that have been taking training from this guy actually seek real training, actual training, and forget anything that this guy ever told you about anything. Thanks for watching. This has been DWB, and remember, don't be a fucking commie.